In the 608 this morning, we're seeing what's going on this summer at the Sauk County Historical Society.
Josh Breider's live in Baraboo with that story. Josh, who's calling you now?
Oh my gosh, everyone's calling me, guys, because we're looking to serve you with a little history lesson in the 608 here at the Sauk County Historical Society. Look at that. We've got a call right now. That is the call box here at the Orden Mansion. This is the Sauk County Historical Society. Paul Walter is the executive director. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, no more maid, you just get me, but...
I just get you. Well, hey,
yeah.
you're here to serve us this morning.
Right. Little history lesson, yep. So there's our annunciator from 1903. We used to call the maid throughout the house, push a button, see which arrow is pointing to, and reset it for the next time.
This is quite the house. You needed that because of
the
how
size,
big of a mansion
right,
this is.
right, and it had staff. So you could also talk to her in her bedroom upstairs through this speaking tube.
Wow.
Little early intercom, so.
So right now we're kind of on the back side of the house. Of course,
Right.
we're in the kitchen area right now, which is quite the space as well. We've got
Yep.
the little cook's pantry. What's all in here?
So here's the original ice box loaded with ice on the other side, and then that cold air would fall and keep things refrigerated in there. Also in the cook's pantry, the every drawer, and there's a flour bin back there and open shelving for preparing food and other, storing food.
I mean, even back in the early 1900s, everything was just very well thought out.
Yeah, it was, especially with an architect-designed home. They thought of everything. There's actually a cabinet for the table leaves as well.
Wow.
Some other original equipment in here, the original cook stove from 1903. They did have a gas stove later in the 30s, but they chose to keep this, fortunately. So there it is, waffle iron on the top.
And then this would be where the maids got to eat.
Right, right, yeah. Staff would eat back here. And serve through the butler's pantry.
You know, when you talk about 1903, that was quite a long time ago, and for you to be able to preserve this history is pretty incredible.
Yeah, it is. Well, we bought the house in 1938, so it had not, gone through any remodeling, so that was really fortunate. Original linoleum floor.
This is all on tour, of course, that people can come check out.
Right.
What is the best way for them to be able to come to the Orden Mansion?
They can visit us Friday and Saturday afternoons from 12 to 4 through October. We'll be open. There's also a virtual tour on our website, SaukCountyHistory.org. They can find a virtual tour of the Orden Mansion there if they're not from the area or won't be able to get here.
Awesome, and of course, you couldn't do this without that community support.
Right, we have members from across the country and support from all over the place, so places help keep places like this lit and heated and open.
Well, thank you for the tour this morning, Paul.
Yeah, you're
we
welcome.
appreciate it. If you'd like to learn more, you can go up to the story on channel3000.com, guys. We had seen the ice box. This is the way that they were able to get the Iceman to actually deliver. You'd flip this up with how much you want. You'd put it up on the window, and then the Iceman would come through the back, put it in, and it was all done just like that, guys. So a little history lesson there, close to over 100 years ago, how things would happen. Pretty neat here in the 608.
That is super cool. And such a little hidden gem in Sauk County. I've never heard of it. Would love to stop by.
The house is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's really that little hanger in the window for the ice. That's fascinating. Oh, how far we've come.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Josh Breider, thank you very much.
Don't forget, let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.